Greetings, friends. Hey, I haven't done one of these in a long time and wanted to share a little bit today, just in the wake of news that, and it's reflecting, but that Burt Bacharach has passed away. Can you see? Hi, Burt. We're going to miss you, buddy. But there's a story that came to my mind as I pondered this. I love Burt Bacharach's music, and it's always been part of my life. My parents played a lot of music in the house, and they had musicians over. We had even Bill Evans played in our living room one morning. But there's a story that I know my nieces and nephews will enjoy, and hopefully you will too, about my dad. We were down in Longboat Key, Florida, and I'm guessing it was like 1995, February 1995. I was, I thought I had the ticket stub somewhere, but I can't find it. But we were sitting around one afternoon, and my dad said, "Hey, Ken, let's get in the car and go down to the Van Wezel Performing Arts Center in Sarasota. Burt Bacharach and Dionne Warwick are performing tonight." And I'd read the paper that morning, and I said, "Dad, it's sold out. It's been sold out for months, weeks anyway, and we're not going to get in there." And he said, "Oh, we'll get in." And I thought, you know, my dad, who was a maverick in every way, and I loved him so much, but he had confidence, and he said, "Let's just go down there. We will get in the show." And when you're down on vacation in Florida, you've been in the sun all day, you probably have a pretty ragged sunburn, you probably want to have a couple of margaritas and go to bed early and, you know, face the sun again the next day and get as many cancerous rays as you can. But you know, spending time with my dad was a valuable thing, and I miss my dad so much now. So we went down to the Van Wezel Center and parked the car and walked up to the box office, and he confidently walked up and said to the woman, "If anybody turns in 2 tickets, they don't have to be together, I will buy them." And we were probably there for 4 minutes, I don't know. And the woman in the box office said, "Sir, sir, sir," and motioned my dad back. And we got tickets to see Burt Bacharach and Dionne Warwick. And here they are. Boy, I brought my props, Burt and Dionne. Anyway, it was a marvelous show. And I was kind of lukewarm to the idea. I mean, I love their music and I grew up with it, but it was always kind of stuff my parents listened to. And it wasn't stuff that I was really embracing at that point in my life. I was probably 35 years old. But it was a marvelous evening, and I got to spend it with my dad. And I got to see him in his mode of, we're going to get this done, which he did. So today, all that comes together. And the music in our lives, which to some people is just like wind in the background, informs my synapses. There are so many things about my upbringing that is connected to music or are connected to music. Memories that I have that when I hear a song, I completely go back to that moment. And so today, learning of Burt Bacharach's passing, I'd forgotten about that story, but it was rich in my memory, and I was able to pull it out. I just wish I had the ticket stub to remember the date. But Dad, I love you. Mom, I love you. Thanks for having music in the house all the time. It's made my life so much richer. And thanks to Mr. Bacharach. I think it won't shine as much if yeah, there he is. But many, many musical memories. And the irony is that after that evening, probably within the next 5 or 6 years, I started listening more to Burt Bacharach and people of that generation, Frank Sinatra. He was even older than Burt, but there's just so much good, rich music out there, and nobody could write a chord progression like Burt Bacharach. So with that, I just wanted to share a little bit of my, not quite childhood, but earlier days, and how much music means to me, and Burt Bacharach and my parents. See ya.